What up, everybody? I'm Dan Richmond. Welcome back to my channel. We're back, yeah. So, hey guys, today we're gonna go over something a little bit different. I always talk about, technology. If you look at my shorts, it's a little bit more about my life. I do like the food and all that stuff. But today we're gonna talk about my experience as an IT director and exactly what an IT director is and kind of what that entails. Some people don't really know. So if you're here because you're looking to become an IT director or you just want to know more about it, you're in the right place. So first, if you want to learn more about me, you can check out Dan Codes, www.dancodes.com. Follow me on Twitter. Find me on Facebook. Find me here on the YouTube. All that good stuff. I really appreciate it, guys. So if you look at the simple the hierarchy, right? Let's just go over this image here. We're going to go over to... Here, I'll move myself. Here we go. I'll just keep having to move myself. The IT hierarchy here. Chief Information Officer, or CTO for short. Chief Technology Officer, or CIO, Chief Information Officer. Then you got Vice President, Director, Manager, Individual Contributor, data analyst, and then entry level. That's like help desk. I think that kind of entails that. So so director's like almost the top of the game. Vice president, CIO, CTO's next. But what does the IT director do, and kind of what daily do you get into as a IT director? We're going to talk about that next. So basically, if you are in a small to medium sized organization, medium to large, IT directors of IT, it's the same thing. Senior IT director, they're all the same title. Basically, in an organization, you're in charge of the organization. Sometimes you have a vice president above you, but most of the time, if you're in this type of organization, you're going to be the highest level of IT everything at this organization. So that's something really that you gotta get used to. You're being depended on by a bunch of different people, a bunch of different users. I've managed pretty large networks from 300 to a couple thousand users at a time. So you got to be ready for anything that pops up. And it's not just about users at this level. So as a director, and I want to talk about a little bit about my experience now. As an IT director, you get to touch a lot of different things. In some of your earlier years, you'll do things like a lot of break fix with help desk, a lot of support tickets. You have to work on those SLAs and keeping the time down for your ticketing and IT support. Then you'll move up to network administrator. That's like you're the boss of that local network. It's a very important role because that's like the first level where things really start to matter, and you got to learn a lot of different things about IP, using a router, using directory, Active Directory. Even though I think that's all like on Azure now and all that stuff, it's all like cloud managed now. But still, back in my day, you had to learn the actual hardware and mess with the servers and check hard drives to make sure they're still working. So I've kind of talked about what an IT director is. We've gone over a little bit of the roles and responsibilities, but in an organization, the roles and responsibilities can really change because it's going to be based on what the organization needs. It's not going to be like cookie cutter for each director of IT role everywhere you go. If you're in an automotive company, you might be doing way different stuff than, say, a construction director of IT for a construction company. So there's a lot of different things, and definitely you you got to be able to actually do the physical work and still do all the break fix, but then you also have to be knowledgeable enough to do budgeting and strategic planning for the organization. Supervising employees, that's another one. And managing teams of employees, and maybe even figuring out departments, and definitely the whole security for your organization is also on your back. So IT security, and that's another really important point, is that security should be like on the forefront of basically everything you do, even up to your earlier IT roles. But as you continue, security should be like your number two, right? You should always like that should be one of the things you're like super good at, because not enough people care now about IT security, and it's becoming like a topic that like we all need it so bad, but nobody's like following good policy. So yeah. Here's some other stuff. Managing the organization's help desk. So you might be a leader of the help desk, coordinating IT activities. Managing devices is another big one. As an IT director, you're probably going to manage all the devices in an organization. If they're mobile, all that. You're going to have to help people with those type of issues, but also manage them from a management perspective. That's keeping the devices charged and the batteries are functioning, and providing upgrades when needed and software updates. That's all part of the position. So what is that IT director or director of IT? I always say director of IT. I don't know. What do they do? And I kind of went over that. It's everything, and like it's everything plus the thought process of developing and the process and automation part. Setting up things, like to be more automated. That's super important, and that's like very good director of IT basically thought. You know what I mean? That's thinking forward with that, because your teammates and like your colleagues, they might not be as talented and know how to set up things to just be more automated to help them. So that's one thing that you can always do as a director of IT. So let's talk about education and IT requirements. So basically, they say they want a bachelor's. Every position, they say that almost for everything. But in IT, it's really about if you can do the actual work, right? I worked my way up from help desk to director of IT, and I also write code. So whatever, I'm a software engineer, director of IT, web developer, that guy, right? IT guy. I'm still all those things. So it doesn't really matter for me personally what my title is, but in my organization and what you're looking for in like a job organization or your career path, director of IT is an important title, and it's a deserving title. And I think one more thing I like to touch on is salary. So what does an IT director make? So if we just like we can just look that up, right? Because this can be different. What does a director technology info? We'll just do on average, so we get an average number. So here's April. Alright. So average director of IT, the median salary is $138,906. That's pretty good. The average hourly there is $67.78 per hour. The average from the U.S. The average from 97 and 197 U.S. hourly rates directors in the year 46 and 94 an hour. Nevada, and it tells you all these awesome numbers in all these different states. I'm gonna say Michigan, just from what I've been in this market for about 15 years. Michigan ranges from like 45 all the way up, like, to these numbers. I don't think that this is like this is definitely, some of these are high, I think. But you can see information technology jobs, and jobs for IT directors is pretty high. And I'll just go over a little bit of like how I got here. So if you look, guys, I was in the Army. I'm a U.S. Army veteran. I got out in 2012. So started just as a help desk. Then I got to network admin. And I was this right here. I was a network administrator for a healthcare organization, and I managed 300 plus accounts. Then I became the director of IT for Blake's, which is a cider mill slash hard cider company out here. And we did some real cool stuff. This was a couple of years ago, but yeah, I was messing with POS systems and creating dashboards and visualizations back then. So that was now 5 years ago ish. So yeah. Then I went to DXC. That was kind of just had to work. So I was a technical services consultant. Yeah, not really a good IT title, but I have it on here anyways. So we just keep moving up. Then I went and learned some development. I did some development, then I did some digital marketing stuff. So it kind of bounced a little bit from what I was doing, but by this point I was doing everything anyway, so I just wanted to learn. Then I went and worked for SUSE after COVID, and I did a lot of WordPress, a lot of different stuff. You kind of see like my skills change from here to here. But I was working on WordPress here too, but this is where I really I pushed that up a little bit. And this company's still using a WordPress site that I built today, so pretty proud of that part still. That's good. And to where I am today, guys, I'm a professional break. That's when I went and got my cert, which we all know about because I'm going to work eventually and build something in the Hedera space. We're working on it, and I might be doing that with my employers, like part of what I do for my job with my actual employer. So we'll see. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I talked a lot about an IT director, what that is, my personal experience as an IT director, director of IT. I keep saying IT director now. I don't know. I don't know which one feels better. Let me know in the comments which one feels better to say, director of IT or IT director. I don't really know. But yeah, I think that's in this video. Thanks for checking out my channel. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. Thanks for supporting the channel, and we're out.